Hello, I'm Dr. Greg Maguire, NeoGenesis. I've been asked to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about my background and some of my current work as a scientist. In order to better do that, I'm going to share with you a few slides here, bring these up and explain to you. I was a bioengineer at the University of California at Berkeley. Berkeley, of course, is perennially a #3 university in the world, has more top 10 departments than any other university. And already as a university that's just about 150 years of age, Berkeley has the third leading number of Nobel laureates amongst its faculty and alum. So I was also a professor of neuroscience and ophthalmology at the University of California, San Diego School of Medicine. UCSD is one of our top 10 public universities. The medical school there ranked in the top 15. My appointment at the in the neuroscience group, that was the #1 neuroscience program in the country at the time, and also bioengineering was #4. I was a associate professor of physiology at Keio University School of Medicine in Tokyo, and Keio University is Japan's #1 private university. I've been a visiting assistant professor of molecular neurobiology at the University of Washington in Seattle. Again, that's a top 10 public university here in the States. And I was a visiting scientist at Massachusetts General Hospital East. And that's part of Harvard University. And of course, Harvard is always ranked as one of our top 3 universities in the world. In 1995, I was awarded a Fulbright Fogarty Fellowship. That's actually the prestigious fellowship that took me to Keio University in Tokyo. I've managed my own laboratories by using funding by the National Institutes of Health here in the US, as well as the National Science Foundation, along with several private foundations that have funded me. And this is how I initially developed the studies of tissue degeneration and regeneration. And eventually at UCSD, this led to my development of the stem cell released molecules technology, which we called escort-RM. My graduate work was at the University of California at Berkeley, as well as the University of Houston and the University of Texas Health Science Center, along with work at the Marine Biological Laboratories in Woods Hole, where I studied biophysics. And then some of my training in molecular biology and genetics was done at Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory, Long Island, New York. My NIH-funded studies really led to systems biology and the concept of a systems therapeutic while at Berkeley, and then the adult stem cell release molecules leading to the escort-RM technology that we use here at NeoGenesis was developed while I was at the University of California, San Diego. My current work as a scientist is, amongst other things, I've already published, as of May 2019, 3 peer-reviewed journal articles. These are articles published by peer-reviewed journals that appear in PubMed Medline. So these are high-quality journals. You can't just pay money and have publication there. These are serious journals where scientists review your work and criticize it. I'm currently an editor for the World Journal of Stem Cells, as well as an editor for Current Aging Science, and I am a managing editor for Frontiers in Biosciences. And again, I am an editor at these journals, and these journals are PubMed Medline listed high-quality journals. I have over 100 published publications. I founded several biotech companies, and I'm the inventor of the escort-RM technology. Now, lately, being recognized for my work, I was made a fellow of the Royal Society of Medicine. And also, you'll notice up at the top, my book, The Adult Stem Cell Release Molecules, A Paradigm Shift to Systems Therapeutics. That book was published by Nova Scientific Publishers of New York. And again, that's not just a self-published book where you can talk about any dross you may want to. This is a book that was peer-reviewed by scientists before it could be published. Then at the bottom of the pictures, you'll notice Physiological Reports publication. The title of that is Rescue of Degenerating Neurons and Cells by Stem Cell Release Molecules Using a Physiological Renormalization Strategy. So this was published by the Physiological Society in UK, in London. This is one of our oldest and most prestigious scientific organizations in the world. And Physiological Reports is one of their 3 journals. So the Physiological Society was so enamored of our strategy of physiological renormalization and the data that we presented for that strategy that the editor of the journal, Dr. Thomas Clayman, a endowed professor at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine, recently interviewed me for a podcast that will be published this coming month. While at Bioregenerative Sciences, which I founded back in 2010, we developed the concept of systems therapeutics. That concept was published by the American Chemical Society, our largest and most prestigious chemical society on the planet. It was published in their journal Medicinal Chemistry Letters in 2014. And then recently, we've developed our strategy of physiological renormalization, again published in 2019 by the Physiological Society. And during this time with Bioregenerative Sciences, I've developed 4 patents, more on the way. It's been a pleasure to help found and be the Chief Scientific Officer of NeoGenesis, where I've had the pleasure of working closely with our CEO, Steve McGee, as well as our technology team that includes Lee Paler, our chemist, and Linda Green, our cell biologist. Working together with our team, we've further developed the S²RM technology. We formulated into a nice array of skin and hair care products. I'm really proud that we've brought out the best, most safe, and highly effective products out there in the skin and hair care markets. So we continue at NeoGenesis a tradition of science, technology, service to mankind. Again, the book I published is for the edification of other scientists. It is not a book that will make me any money. We continue to patent our technology. That gives us vetting by the scientist at the patent office, as well as protects us, as well as protecting you, because other people can't try to steal the technology and bring out an inferior version of it. So the patents are important. We've also continued our publications in scientific journals. Again, that is for the edification, the betterment of science, but also in the process. When we present these articles to really good journals for peer review publication, that peer review by the really good scientist gives us feedback. They criticize our work. They make us think harder and work better and give us some very good ideas on how to make our technology better. So it's really a two-way street when you publish these scientific papers. We also continue to do things like create the S²RM trademark. And again, that helps us to protect our technology so that when you see the S²RM, you really are receiving the true stem cell release molecules that we've patented and developed at Bioregenerative Sciences and NeoGenesis. So I thank you for listening to my brief background. If you'd like to know more about our technology, our products, what we're doing, more about the science that I'm currently involved in, please do reach out. You can reach us by email, info@neogenesis.com, or you can call our office here in San Diego, California. Thank you very much.